and have walked after vanity, and are become vain.
Yeah, vain means empty. So you celebrate this day, the so-called Christmas, it's a vain holiday. You know, the Lord gave you high holy days to celebrate. You know, anything, you serving anything other than that is vain.
Neither said David, where is the Lord that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, that led us through the wilderness, through a land of desert and of pits, through a land of drought and of the shadow of death, through a land that no man passed through, and where no man dwelt. And I brought you into a plentiful country, to eat the fruit thereof and the goodness thereof. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land and made mine heritage.
Yeah, that's over there in Israel, man. The Lord kicked us out, man. Sent us in slavery to other nations. And he put Esau, Edom in there to defile that shit. You know?
Yeah, remember, when the Lord brought us into the land, immediately he had told us, through Joshua, that these idols that these nations here, the idols that they deal with, will become a snare to you. What did Jake do? Instead of taking them out and getting rid of those idols and their images, Jake started worshiping.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Hey, them heathens that was around about.
They started putting hell on them. They ended up going into captivity after captivity. Why you think the Lord brought us over here to America to serve slavery? It's that same behavior. Now you're serving your slave master's days and worshiping his gods.
He's not for our God.
Huh? Exactly.
It says, but when ye entered, ye defiled my land and made mine heritage an abomination. The priest said not, where is the Lord? And they that handled the law knew me not. The pastors also transgressed against me, and the prophets prophesied by Baal, and walked after things that do not profit.
And even the Pope himself was Christmas.
Yeah.
With the Dagon hat on, and with, all the other symbolic
Represent the false prophet. Peace.
Yeah.
All that.
Wherefore I will let you, wherefore I will yet with you, saith the Lord, and with your children's children will I plead, for pass over the isles of Chittim, and see and send unto Kedar, and consider diligently, and see if there be such a thing. Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no power? But my people have changed their glory for that which did not profit. Be as
Our glory was having the spirit of the Almighty outside and living in front of us. And now what? We trade that in to act like blind or unseen. It ain't about worshiping demons and shit. It's really just about the kids. Well, you let the kids worship the demons and shit.
Bro, Jenkins asked backwards. There it is when the Most High, when we're in good standing with the Most High, we're in our own sovereignty. We have our own land. We're blessed. We got everything in order.
Yeah.
And he is serving us. But then you turn around and betray him, swap him out for a thing made with man's hands, something that comes from the figment of imagination of a vain individual. Now you deep in the worship and getting all into it, all into the culture of it.
Yeah.
And then with that same attitude, you say, what profit to serve this guy? What profit is in serving that guy? That's crazy. These other nations, they don't change their gods. They're super devout to their gods, and we know that their gods aren't the Most High God. You go super hard for these other deities out here, man.
Not for your own.
Not for your own.
Not for your own benefit.
Yeah.
is Jeremiah 2 and verse 12. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be very Be ye very desolate, saith the Lord Yahweh. For my people have committed to evil. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewn them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water.
Yeah, man. That's that the river of living water, right? Which is this wisdom. And the Father gave us laws, statutes, commandments, instructions. How to be able to govern ourselves in the world. Be a representation of them on the earth. That even all other nations would see us. And they would gravitate. You know? Jake done lost their way. You know, that salt done lost its savor. So you're good for nothing now.
Yeah, Jeremiah 17 chapter, the Lord said he took our heritage away from us.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get that verse?
Jump down.
No, before that, we Jeremiah 20.
Oh yeah, it's the next verse. That's 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
This is why. That's why we're on the bottom. That's why we're in the ghetto. That's why we get the worst neighborhoods, the worst schools, the worst judgments from our oppressors.
Yeah.
Filling up prison houses, harlot houses, all of it. The worst, the hospitals, cemeteries,
Prisons.
Think about it. Because of Jacob's behavior, Jacob been more of a slave and a servant than an actual ruler.
Yeah.
Throughout all of our captivities, throughout our timeline in history, we've actually had to serve under nations for the majority of the time. Because Jake just could never freaking get it right. You know?
we have it, we on the track. Might want to go straight. From the rise up, go straight.
Yeah. That's why he said that. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Y'all like being in this condition?
Man.
Or why you keep doing the things that get you put into that condition?
That's why
You
it's
know the Lord reported that day against us when he handed us the commandments. You know, when he had Moses come down and bring the commandments down and make that covenant with us. And if you keep this covenant and do the things that I say, obey my voice, man, you have all these blessings. These blessings will overtake you, man. But if you don't, and you don't obey his voice, and you don't keep his command, his statutes, and his judgments, that all these curses shall come upon you. Jake, they must love the curse. Because you served under the curse and under captivity longer than you served in a kingdom.
At the head of a kingdom. Yeah. I got a quick.
When was the last time as a nation? Since what? King David and Solomon?
yeah.
70 years. Over all the time that we did, as the
Over
earth
all
has
the
been.
hell, bro.
Yeah. I was saying that's why it's so fitting that we're in the kingdom we gonna rule forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get.
But that's why he's going to have to make us
Yeah.
righteous.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
They keep fucking up. It's just going to keep happening.
Yeah.
So that's why the Lord had to make that covenant, man. But he's going to make us get it right, man. We're going to be programmed to get it right. We're going to be righteous for all eternity.
Answering the question. He asked the question. I got another question. You answered it, right? 2nd Ezra 6, verse, I'm going to start at 57. It says, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have been ever reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. Which in the curses it told us that, or in the blessings anyway, Deuteronomy 28 was saying that no one would ever be over us if we did what we were supposed to. If we didn't, then everybody would be over us and destroy us and devour us, right? It says, but we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now, is the question, like if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Going right back to the home, so without yet, slaves and servants,
We just gonna continue to be up under these other people, man.
with all the wrong, vain ways.
Right.
I gave you the instruction of the right way to do it.
Right. Yeah.
This is an uplifting question, but it's an uplifting message that we have.
It's off Ruth chapter 3, and I'll start at 9. I'll start at 10. It says, how happeneth, Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land, that thou art waxing old in a strange country.
Yeah, that was during the time of ancient Babylon.
We've been in captivity now for 7 years, 40 years, not super long. We go into
That was the
captivity.
Babylonian, I think, was 70 years.
That was 70. But then we was in ancient Egypt 400. We've been in this one
Yeah.
400.
Not to mention the ones in Judges, like it was like what
it was
a bunch of them. Yeah.
Back to
Like
back.
20 years here, 7. You know, it just hop around.
It says, that thou art defiled with the dead, that thou art counted with them that go down into the grave. For thou hast, it says, thou hast forsaken.
That's huge because we were not meant to die. The way the setup was, we wasn't meant to actually die. Okay?
We were created in the likeness of the Lord's image.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we were made to.
God that died like men.
Right.
One of the
We were created in the image of His eternity. Before we learned sin, we were immortals.
Yeah.
The moment we start to learn sin, practice sin, that's what corrupted us and we became mortals. Penalty for sin is death. That's why we died now.
It says, that thou art counted with them that go down into the grave. Thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom. For if thou hadst walked in the way of Yahweh, the Most High God, thou shouldest have dwelled in peace forever.
You just did what He said. Hey, you be dwelling in the land, prospering, blessed. You know. You wouldn't have to be complaining about, why are we the only ones that are with that? Why are we in the ghetto? Why are we in the hoods killing each other? Why we don't have
begging
nothing?
for reparations.
Why are we begging for reparations?
Why we marching,
Why, yeah.
to get
Why we can never get justice? Yeah.
No justice, no peace. This talking about we would have been dwelling in peace forever.
Right.
As long as we're here, as long as we're here in this land, the final, there is going to be no peace.
Look at this land waxing old, just marinating in this wickedness, man.
Dried up.
Dried up. Don't even know who you are. Somebody asks you, what's your nationality? Oh, I'm black. Oh, I'm African American. Oh, I'm. Then you start naming religions.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Muslim. Oh, I'm Kemet. I'm this.
I'm a Moor.
I'm a Moor. What does Moor mean?
I'm Negro. What does that mean? That just go back to black.
When did that word
Yeah.
start? It's not that old.
Hey, they showed you that in that movie Malcolm X when you read the definition of black. What it means to be black.
Void of light.
Void of light, obscurity, death,
Defiled, dirty,
Evil.
evil.
all the synonyms for the word
all
black.
things. And we now take on those proverbs and bywords to ourselves.
Yeah.
We self
We embrace them.
assimilate, embrace them, embrace them. Yeah?
Called a culture.
Yeah.
1 Kings 9 and 7. You bring that up?
No, I'm not.
Different book. 1 Kings 9 and 7. Then will I cut off Israel out of the land which I have given them, and this house which which I have hallowed for my name, will I cast